Good morning, guys. Hope some of you guys are out there enjoying some of this weather and doing some walleye fishing. I'm actually going to do my first tutorial video on how to tie stinger hooks. So they, you guys know they're pretty much about anywhere from $1 to $1.25 in the bait store, and I'm going to show you a cost-effective way to make these on your own, and it's really not that difficult. Once you get going, you usually produce, you know, I don't know, 10 to 20 an hour once you get pretty efficient at it. But I switched over to a new method this year, and I got the idea from the guys over at Dead End Tackle, and it's actually not using a crimp sleeve. The crimp sleeves can kind of tighten down and sometimes wear on the line and break your stinger hook. So it's bad enough you're already fighting a walleye with sharp teeth. So anytime you can not compromise the line is best. So I'm going to go over some of the equipment we're going to use today, and the first thing is the actual stinger hook itself. This is a number 10 Mustad treble hook, and you can go usually a 10 or an 8 is recommended. I just prefer 10s. I don't know. The other thing we're going to use today is just trilene 12-pound monofilament line. So and I've also made them in the past using this Mason hard type nylon monofilament leader line. It's a little bit thicker and more stiff, but what happens is it really has a lot of memory, and if you can't get the memory out, it kind of doesn't work really well behind your plastic. So so we have the hook and the line covered. Next thing is the bobber stops. You can get these on Amazon. I think I got about 1,000 of these for, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks, something like that. I'll hold it up there a little bit. Each one of these is going to go on the stinger hooks. And these are, I believe, size large. They come in small, medium, and large. These are the large ones. So the next thing I have is a board. I spaced the 2 finish nails here out. This is actually 2.5 inches. Don't really care for 2-inch stingers, don't really care for 3-inch stingers, so I stick with the 2.5. Every once in a while they'll get another 1/4 inch longer, which is fine. They'll still keep me under the 3-inch mark. Most of the plastics we're working with, this size hook works better. So last thing I have is just a toothpick. You can use a finish nail or a toothpick, and I'll show you what that's for here in a minute. So I've already tied the hook to the stinger. I'm sorry, the stinger hook to the line. And I use a Palomar knot. Some people use, they'll use Palomar. They use a standard fishing knot. Basically, any knot to tie that stinger is fine, whatever you guys are comfortable with. So what I'll do is I'll hook this stinger hook on the nail, the finish nail. You're going to want to get a bobber stop onto the line. So that's how you get the bobber stop onto the line. You got a little loop there. You kind of see that loop? That's going to be the loop that hooks onto our main jig hook. Oh, sorry, you need scissors too. So we'll cut that bobber stop wire off, and we're just left with the stinger hook on one end and the loop end on the other. So you go back to your board, hook the stinger hook onto your outside nail, get your loop around. We're going to start tightening this down a little bit over the loop. You just kind of want to cinch this back until you get a nice tight line like that. You guys can see that it's kind of hooked on there and it's nice and taut. So I'll move that bobber stop all the way up to the finish nail. I'll take this tag end. I'm actually just going to do a single knot on this. You guys are wondering if this will slip through the bobber stop. I haven't had one do that yet. So this knot will, then you take your toothpick or your finish nail, go right into that loop, and ride that knot all the way down to the bobber stop. Cinch it down, cut off your tag end. There you go. One stinger hook all made. That's what it looks like there. So, hope you guys are out there catching walleye this weekend, and be safe. Make sure we're practicing the safe distance, and enjoy.